If you've ever watched my videos, you will know that I hate talking about officials because whenever I have to, I say, I shouldn't know your name, or I should not be talking about you in my video. It should not be about you. It should be about the Lakers and the Raptors. But Raptor fans know very well how the NBA hates the Raptors. They just do. You know, numbers aren't there in the States, obviously, blah, blah, blah. And I know look, I'm taking Stephen A. Smith's with a grain of salt, but I remember after Kawhi left the Raptors, he was like, good, Kawhi is where he should be, and the Raptors are going to be where they should be, in the basement. And I'm like, this is great. Everyone hates us. And you watch today's basketball game, and honestly, through the first 3 quarters, it was an incredible basketball game. No team led by more than 8. There was a bunch of lead changes. It was an entertaining basketball game from start to the end of the third quarter. But then you go to the fourth, and Ben Taylor's like, AD, LeBron, I got us, fellas. You want to know the free throw discrepancy in the fourth quarter? And it doesn't even sound right, but it is. 23-2. And people are going to say, well, intentional foul. All right. I accounted for that. 15-2 before intentional fouling. And let me reiterate some things that happened late in this game that really made me lose my mind. Emmanuel Quickly, driving, going for the Euro step, and unfortunately, Cam Reddish gets elbowed in the face. Is it an offensive foul? Yeah. Is it a flagrant? No. The Raptors broadcast was shocked, and the Lakers broadcast was shocked. Ben Taylor, I got us. It's sickening, man. It's absolutely embarrassing. Let's go to another play for you. How in the world R.J. Barrett and Anthony Davis run into each other, I guess? I don't know. I mean, as Scottie takes the 3 to possibly tie the game, and they call it an offensive foul as Anthony Davis goes flopping to the ground. Isn't that what we're trying to get out of the game? Or a guy as massive as Anthony Davis is not going to be falling on that. They call it a flopping foul. Well, obviously they're not going to do that. So if that's the case, they get an offensive foul there. Then once the intentional fouling started, and Scotty Barnes throws it down on Max Christie. You tell me, if this is Anthony Davis or LeBron James, are they getting this call? Let me show you one more time. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. If not, LeBron's jumping up and down, losing his marbles, stomping his feet, crying. I was doing something. I don't know. It's embarrassing. We know they hate the Raptors. But let's not make it so obvious. Don't make it about you, officials. Just don't. But you're going to do it anyways. And you know what's crazy? With the free throw differential of 23-2 for the fourth quarter, the Raptors lose this game by 1. A lot of times, you read on social media over Twitter, and God, Twitter's a toxic place to be, but when you're on Twitter and you see that a team lost, it's always like, oh, this team versus refs, and it's like they lost by 20. It's not really right. Well, this is the first time in a long time that I could say that the Raptors lost to the referees here today. In a game where you lost by 1, and that happened in the fourth quarter, what were you supposed to do? You were able to hold around, all the intentional fouling as well, but you just apparently couldn't get to the free throw line. And now people are going to say, a lot of people are going to say that 3-point shooting, right? When you take a lot of threes, you're not going to get fouled a lot. You're not going to get a lot of free throws out of it. Okay, well, let me go through that stuff for you as well. The Raptors shot 35 threes. The Lakers shot 36. Okay, so they shot more. But the Raptors shot 13 more shots. Interesting. Well, wouldn't that mean that a lot more are inside the three-point line, which will lead to a lot more foul calls? Well, I didn't know the free throw differential for the game would be 36-13. As an officiating crew, if we're going to be that embarrassing, don't make it so obvious. And for the Raptors, it's really unfortunate. Because this team has shown a lot of spunk here to start the new regime of this team. And they do look great, and I'm still proud of them. But now you're going to go play the Clippers tomorrow after this loss. Siakam, 25 points and 10 of 17 shooting. He struggled mightily early on, finished really strong. RJ, 23, 10 and 5 on 10 of 13 shooting. Really not sure why they went away from him in the second half, but whatever. Thad Young was on AD to start the game. Looked really ugly early. It was okay as the game went along, but you didn't have Jakob Poeltl. You knew it was going to be a problem. Especially going to the free throw line 14 times at Anthony Davis. More than Toronto Raptors team altogether. Right. Emmanuel quickly 21, 5 and 5 before he fouled out. 8 of 14 shooting was 4 of 6 from 3. Scotty Barnes before he fouled out. 26, 3 and 6 on 11 of 20 shooting. 3 of 7 from 3-point range. Look, and you got two guys off the bench scoring in double figures. Dennis had 10. Gary had 14. He knocked down 4 threes. But you lost. By 1. It's embarrassing. It's full-on embarrassing. And guess what? Like I said, you're taking on the Clippers tomorrow. Kawhi, Paul George, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Yippee! On the second night of a back-to-back after a game like this. So much fun. And I got to stay up till almost 2 in the morning to watch this fiasco unfold. It's embarrassing. There's a reason Fred VanVleet, when he was a Raptor last year, got Ben Taylor demoted. He said he was effing terrible after one of the games. And he was awful in that game. So Ben Taylor got demoted. I wonder why. Because they revealed the tape and were like, this guy's pretty bad. Well, you know who was one of the officials today? Ben Taylor. I'm going to leave it with that. Raptor fans, Laker fans, probably tons of you guys here. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from the game for the Toronto Raptors. A lot to like. Not too much to not like. I didn't like some of the lackadaisical defensive plays late in the game, but overall, you gave the guys credit, man. The effort was there. It really was. Comment down below, all that stuff. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there. You're not done so already. And I'll talk to you guys. When the hell do the Leafs play next? Thursday in New York against the Islanders. 7 o'clock puck drop there. And as for the Raptors, they're back in action tomorrow. 10:30 again against the Clippers. Yippee! Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not this fiasco today. We'll talk to you guys then.